Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
You are on. Ladies and gentlemen, Darrell, Courtney.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning to everybody online. I'm going to be speaking from 1 Corinthians 9:24. Do you not know that in a race, all runners run? But
You have no sound, my friend.
Testing.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Got it. It was off. I'm going to be speaking from 1 Corinthians 9:24. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. I'm going to be speaking from a title called Training for Your Future. And the purpose of this message is to get you to have a vision for your life. Setting proper goals for your life. It's January. Everybody's got their New Year's resolutions going on. It's about the time where they all kind of fall apart. Give it a couple more weeks and the gym start emptying out. All the restaurants revenues start getting back up. It's only the beginning of the year. And we as Christians, but not only as Christians, we as just people need to have a vision for our lives. Life is not just gonna, our dreams isn't just gonna happen. They aren't just gonna pop up and it's gonna wake up one morning and your life is the way you want it. It doesn't work like that. It's real easy, as a child growing up, there's not a care in the world. You wake up and you want to do something. You want to be a fireman. You want to be a policeman. We have all these dreams of what we want to be. And as we get older, it seems to our hope, our dreams they all seem to deteriorate. The world weighs us down. It gets on top of us, And but even though all that is happening, God tells us, even though we're in the world, not to be of it, for He has overcome the world. So we need to have faith, not faith. You look around and it's just, everybody seems like they're just going to be working for a check. Making sure paycheck to paycheck. Everybody wants to make sure that all the bills are paid and they got food in their stomachs, but that's not, God planned more for us. God wanted more in our lives for us, to see the world, to actually fulfill our dreams, But the other problem is that, some of us stay dreamers, and it's okay to dream, but dreamers don't do anything. All they do is think of the things that they want to do, We need to set goals in our life to be a doer, That's the difference between a resolution and a goal. See, a resolution is more like a wish, What do you hear? What do you hear people say? They want to lose weight, I want to lose weight this year.
Lose weight, more money.
I want more money this year. I want a better job this year. I want to go traveling this year. And I mean, it's nice, sounds good, but, like come February, March, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, so that's why, but then a goal has a different connotation to it. When you think of a resolution, you think of a wish, a dream. When you think of a goal, you're in a playing field. And when you're looking down the field, there's your goal right there. That's where you got to be. There's the touchdown. There's the goaltender. There's the goal post, and you actually can see where you want to be. And that's but that's the thing about a goal, is that you actually see the path that you want to.
And there's an achievement at the end.
There's an achievement at the end. There's a fulfillment. There's a reward at the end, and you see it. When you're dreaming, when you want a resolution, it's just a thought. You may see it, but there's no path that you've laid out to get you there.
No conviction.
No conviction. No drive. It'd be nice if we could travel this year. Now, granted, in 2020, everybody had high hopes, and then come March, all of that shut down. Okay, all that shut down. No traveling, no seeing people, no nothing. Okay, but now that it's 2021, thank God. 2020 is over, and this is the new year. And it's not about looking. It's not about comparing. 2020 had a great start. 2021 had a great start. 5 days later, went downhill. Went downhill. Okay, but don't let what's going on in the world deter you from wanting to achieve the things that you want to do in this year. Don't, just because 2020 so doesn't mean 2021 has to. So now that it's still the beginning of the year, and it doesn't matter if it's the beginning of the year, it could be the middle of the year, the end of the year. Make sure you set a vision for your life. Because you're not going to get anywhere without it. So, Zig Ziglar says, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. You have to have a goal, and lay out a path for you to want to do it. And you can do it. You can do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Like I said, God has overcome the world. The world has teared him down, and they ridiculed and mocked him and everything, but he's overcome it. And he's given us the Spirit to be able to do that today. And you have to believe you can. Henry Ford says, if you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. So if you believe that you can achieve your goals, if you think that you can that this is achievable, then you can do it. But you have to do it intentionally. It's not just going to happen. It's not you don't wake up. The players don't wake up in the morning and they win the game, and the reporters come out and they ask, "How did you do it? Did you know you were going to do it?" And the player just says, "Zap." They don't do that.
You threw the ball, I caught it.
I just caught it. It just landed in my hands. They don't do that. They trained for this. That's why I named the title "Training for Your Future." They didn't just, they weren't just hired. It ain't just like they just hired you off the street. They pulled you off the street and put you in a, Super Bowl and you win the game. It don't work like that. So, but, be intentional. So Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." You have to actually know where you want to go. So that's why, take some time. Just take some time and think about where you want and what you want in life. Don't think about what's going on, because a lot of, life may not look nice, it may not look positive, but doesn't mean it doesn't have to be. Doesn't mean that you can't make it what you want. Not trying to quote Miley Cyrus, but You just, anywho, what I want to do in this message is to teach how to set proper goals. Something that I've been working on, for the last year myself. Something that, something I started doing pretty recently is, there are 7 areas in life where you want to make sure you have a focus on, where you want to set goals in. All the big shot life coaches and everything. Zig Ziglar talks about the wheel of life, and he explains it as you have a car, has wheels on it, and you want goals in each of these areas. And if you have you have goals on one side, but if you have goals don't have goals on the other side, try driving down the road with a flat tire. Driving down 295 with a flat tire. Drive down I-10 with a flat tire. How about that? Don't do that. So, but there are 7 areas. You need 7 areas where you need goals in. You need goals in your career. You need job goals. You want to make more money, in your job, or you want to move up in your job. Or you want a better job. You want a different job. You need goals. You need financial goals. I want to make more money this year. Okay, how are you going to make more money? I guess I need to work more. Or I need a
better printer.
Yes. Or maybe you want to start your own business and make your own money. You want to be the boss of yourself. You need spiritual goals. This year maybe you want to get closer to God, since you haven't been doing a pretty good job lately. Maybe you want to read a chapter of the Bible. Every a week. Read one a day. Some of y'all, if you're really determined, read a chapter an hour. You need physical goals. You want to be more healthy this year. Maybe you want to eat different. Maybe you want to exercise more. And that's the difference between setting a resolution, because setting a goal, you might actually happen. So you need intellectual goals. How many books you want? You want to read a book, or how many books you want to read? When's the last time you read a book? A nonfiction book. When's the last time you actually learned something? How are you protecting your mind? How's your mental health? Are you happy? Are you content? And you need family goals. How often you want to see your parents? How often you want to see your siblings? When it's easy, that it's easy while you're getting through life to let all these areas just go flat. You haven't seen your family in a long time. During COVID, you probably haven't seen them at all.
Actually, I'd like to see a little less of my brother.
Well, hey, that could be a goal too. You have some people that you see a little too often.
The goal is to lose the other.
And you have social goals. Just kind of like family goals, but not with family. How you want to see your friends. See less of your friends, when's the last time you actually went out? When's the last time? Yeah, exactly. When's the last time? Because I'm not a very social person myself. I have 2, 3 friends that I can count on one hand. But and even then, sometimes I don't even want to see them. I just rather stay home, But then there are some areas, sometimes, you feel like you realize that you've been slaving at work for the longest time and you haven't done anything. You haven't done anything besides COVID, and COVID didn't actually change that. COVID didn't exactly, for some people, COVID didn't change a thing. It's been the same. So, all right, but you need career goals, financial goals, spiritual goals, physical goals, intellectual goals, social goals, and family goals. And Um, and then when you're setting those goals, I want to show how to set a good goal, a really good, strong goal. So one, what you want to do is that first you want to make sure it lines up with God, because it's not going to happen if it doesn't. You know, Bible says in Proverbs 19:21 that many are the plans of a person's heart, but only the Lord's purpose will prevail. So if, you know, I want to go to the club tomorrow, it's not going to happen. If you on your walk with God, it ain't going to happen. Unless that's where He takes you. It's not going to be to go dancing and drinking. I'll tell you that. So, but you want to make sure they line up with God. Make sure, and if you're on the same path with God, you're going to go. It's going to be smooth sailing. It's going to be real smooth sailing. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your goals are written down. Bible says in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision down and make it plain. Writing. I realize that writing something down, it does something to your psyche. It actually makes it tangible, makes it real, makes it, you actually can see, you write it on a post or stick it on your refrigerator, that this is, you want to achieve this. You wake up and you go to the refrigerator, get you something to eat, and you get, grab that nice good chocolate, cake, right? Sitting there in the refrigerator, just right there in the open, everything just moves to the side when you open the refrigerator, the lights and everything just, and it's right there. But you have that on the refrigerator. It's like, be healthier, you want to be healthier.
It's organic.
It's organic. Yeah. So,
and vegan.
And vegan. But, when writing something down has a different purpose. Just think about it. Like, just ask yourself, would you really be here if somebody just told you that some dude died on a cross for you and to set right on your cross for your sins, and then just one person, but there's no writing of it. There's no Bible, you can actually read for yourself. Go to a church and that doesn't preach exactly from the Bible, check your pastor's preaching and teaching, and see what they says line up with the Bible. How could you do that if you didn't have the Bible? They could tell you that Jesus Christ was a spaghetti monster, and you wouldn't know, But there's a Bible. It was written down, right? Like it's tangible and you can check it. You can read it yourself, And sometimes writing it down means telling other people about it too. Hey, I want to exercise and lose more weight this year. And then, come December and you kind of gain like 30 pounds looking like a tub of lard, and, you get your friends to laugh at you, that's what happens. But they hold you accountable, accountability. So the next thing you want to do when you're writing your goals, it needs to be specific. I want to lose weight. It's not going to happen. No, you don't. It's not going to happen.
I would like to lose 30 pounds.
I would like to lose 30 pounds. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It needs to be measurable. I want to read 3 books. I want to read 4 books this year. Okay, how many books is that? Maybe that's 1 book a month. 1 book every 3 months. I want to read a book every 3 months. Okay, and then come December and December 31st, and you realize, and you have the books that you laid out. If you finished it, you go complete it. I want to lose 30 pounds. Okay, that's good. How much? You want to lose 30 pounds and you want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, or you want to lose 30 pounds in 30 months? Hey, that one seems pretty doable. So,
right.
But when you have it measured out, you can actually see what you need to do. You can actually plan out your weeks. You can plan out your months, your days. What you need to do. Increase your water intake, decrease your carb intake. and, work and exercise about 30 minutes a day, or 30 minutes a day, maybe an hour a day, or a week, however long, depending. When you get the goal, you can actually break it down. And the further you can break it down, the more, what's the word I'm looking for? The more acceptable the goal is, And when you're also setting goals, it needs to have a deadline. Okay, like I said, I want to lose 30 pounds by December 31st. I want to lose 30 pounds by March 1st.
Well, in that aspect right there, you should do like maybe 5 goals in the year for like a weight goal.
Oh, yeah.
You should do like 5, start off with 5 pounds. If you reach that goal, go to a 10 pounds until you're at your 30.
Yeah, revisit your goals. Once you complete them, set a new one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't set a goal for like 30 pounds. You, in your head, say 30 pounds, but on paper, write 5 pounds. And then once you reach that goal limit, you continue on to raise your goal.
Exactly.
Okay, well, wasn't that hard to reach 5 pounds? Let's see if I can do 10.
Mm-hmm.
Not up to 10, but 10 more.
Yeah, 10 more. Yeah. Make sure, you don't want to make the same goal every, because, when you're exercising and you do the same workout, eventually your body's going to get used to it. So you got to switch it up a little bit, make it better, make it stronger.
Well, not only that, but if you haven't been doing anything, if you haven't been goal oriented,
mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden you want to start making goals, you might find it kind of droll.
I want to lose 100 pounds in
you
2
might,
days.
You might find yourself being just like you were saying with a resolution. If you're not goal oriented, but you want to be, you still have to push yourself to do that goal. Because if you don't push yourself, then you're going to retract and go back to the couch, eating the cake,
mm-hmm.
watching TV.
If you.
But you have to push yourself.
You have to push yourself. If you're working out and you find a workout regimen, and you have to be able to see it. If you do a workout regimen and you do something that that you lose if you work out 30 minutes a day and you lose 2 pounds, or if you work out 30 minutes a day and you lose 10 pounds, how you achieve those goals.
And always remember your safety when working out. Always have a spotter if you're working with weights.
Mm-hmm. But we're
skipping a little off scene.
I'm getting a little off track.
Man, what trail was that?
Look,
man?
I do the biblical message on exercise probably next time.
What rabbit hole did you make us go down?
Yeah. But this the things you got to think about.
Yes.
You have to have these actual conversations with yourself, with your accountability partner. You have to be. That's another thing. They have to be realistic. You have to have realistic goals. Like I said, I want to lose 30 pounds tonight.
Divorce? No.
It's not that big. I want to, I don't know. I want to read the Bible by the time church is over. That's not gonna.
I don't even think VR can help you there.
Okay, and then the last thing when you set goals is that they have to be yours. They have to be your goal. Ask somebody who became a doctor how they feel when they wanted to become a pilot. What if your parents want you to be a doctor, or your parents want, or you want to be a writer. You're not going to really do. I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't want to have you work on me when you don't want to be a doctor. Why would I want to know? I don't want you being my doctor.
It's like the mechanic you see throwing a wrench across the room because the bolt's stripped.
Yeah, no, you gotta love that. I don't want you working on my car. But they gotta be yours. You gotta want this.
Right.
It's not just it. You can't. if it's not going to happen if you're basically setting your goals for someone else, or you're letting someone else set goals for you. They're not going to happen. In the job world, those are called quotas. They're not. When your boss sets a goal for you, it's a quota. It's not a goal. But yeah, that's you want to set that. That's how you set good goals. That's actually what I'm working on in my life right now. I got financial goals. I want to hang out more with people. Probably not too much more, but more. Just do better in my job. I got a new position in my job too. So I gotta, as I'm learning that, it's helping with my physical goals. The new position that I got. Just a new body part hurting every time I get out of the truck.
I was going to say, you still landscaping?
Yeah, landscaping, but I'm doing herbicide and stuff. So pulling the hose.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah, no, no, I know. I know very well.
Yeah. But spiritual goals, apparently this year is going to be the year that I'm, working on being a better preacher, or being a better minister, because it's just starting to, happen. God's laying out a plan,
Right.
And, let's see, physical goals, like I just mentioned those. Intellectual goals, I got to get back into reading. I got to read the Bible. One of the things that I failed last year was reading a chapter of Proverbs a day. There's 31 Proverbs and 31 days. Sometimes 30, sometimes 29. But that's just an example of what I'm doing. Something that everybody else can do. You at home, I was in here. But basically, that's mainly what I wanted to speak on. Something practical. Not very preachy or anything. But just 2021 doesn't have to be a 2020. And God has given us the spirit to be able, and the power, the drive to be able to achieve what we want in our life. It's okay. You don't have to. God didn't create all of us to be, ministers and preachers, But He gave us life to live life abundantly, to be able to, go travel, have things, just be purposeful and just don't go through life aimlessly. Like Paul said, he wasn't just fighting the wind, not just fighting the wind. He was training his body to be able to win the prize, a prize that'll last forever. Don't set goals for, I want to get this new car, which is fine. I want to work to get this new car, but it's not going to fulfill you, And then it just, have a vision, have goals, make sure they're specific, make sure they're yours, and realistic, So, but that's it for today. And thank you, everybody who was here. Thank you for everybody online. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And so I'm going to close in prayer. Lord, thank you for thank you for such a wonderful word. Thank you for putting this on my heart to speak about. Thank you for everybody watching online. Thank you for everybody in this room. Thank you for everybody not in this room. Some of us couldn't be here today, but just be with us, Lord. Help us achieve what we want in our life this year and in the following years. Thank you for giving us your Holy Spirit to be able to achieve these things and to want these things. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.